Alrighty, hello everyone, and welcome to a Kalamazoo College broadcast. Today we've got the Hornets facing off against the Calvin Knights in this men's basketball affair. I'm Quentin Powers, joined today by Jacob Eicholtz, and we're in for an interesting one tonight. Jacob, what do you think?
Well, Quentin, as we're looking at the past results of these two teams matching up, and Calvin has 29 wins to Kazoo's 7 wins, and Kazoo is looking to break a 10-game losing streak against Calvin tonight. Calvin with a great player on their team, Jalen Overway, number 27 in the country right now. I think Kalamazoo just needs to be really, really rough and physical in the paint against Overway because that is his style of play. And if they can't do that, well, Kalamazoo's gonna.
It's going to be a hard time, yeah. So Jalen Overway is having a really, really great season on this Knights team. He's a senior and the only senior aside for the fifth-year graduate Zion Ruckert. And Overway just dominating, averaging a double-double, 23 points a game and 12 rebounds. He's massive. He's 6'10", definitely weighs more than 250 pounds, which is what he's listed here. He is really just a huge presence in the paint. And I think today, for Kalamazoo, trying to find someone who can match up against him. We know Gavin Van Kampen has the size, but I think with the weight room, might be a little bit difficult for Van Kampen there. And, you know, we'll see what happens, essentially, in that case. And Calvin right now ranked number 17th in the country, coming off a lot of great conference wins and also the 3 losses they've had. I mean, against some of the better teams in the country as well. So can't ignore how well they have done. Kalamazoo's got their work cut out for them. And this Calvin team, we can just really talk about consistency with them. The same starters every single game, the same bench players coming in as a solid rotation, kind of this 8-man rotation that Coach Saul really likes to run. And frankly, it just works. It really does. And we're going to see that on display tonight for the Knights. Kalamazoo is coming off a loss at home against Albion where it wasn't necessarily a bad game for them, but just couldn't get it done into the crunch time. So we'll see what happens. We're going to let our announcer take it away. Alrighty, we're back and seeing those starting lineups. We see Koki in for Kalamazoo. Obviously going to be the matchup against Overway here tonight. They'll probably trade him and Van Kampen in and out. Of course, this is what Coach Giard likes to do, is rotate his players as much as he can, with some inspiration, I think, from the MSU program. And we're about ready for this one to get the tip off.
Jalen Overway is going to get the tip. Calvin Knights start with the ball on offense. Get the ball down to Jalen Overway. Jalen Overway bullies his way in and gets the first basket of the game.
And we're going to see that 1,000 times here tonight. And the trend will most likely continue.
Nelson Sompa trying to work the offense. Gets it out to Kuki for three. No good.
And Kuki could really take advantage there of Overway stepping off him.
Calvin swinging it. Gets it down low to Schwartz, but he misses that layup.
That's a really nice pass. A really good look for Calvin, but got to make those.
Lucas Hannafan from deep. No good, off the back of the rim. Gets his own rebound. Euro step, kicks out to Perez for three. And that's going to be an air ball.
The clock didn't reset, so got to hurry here.
5 seconds left on the clock. Nelson Sompa doing work, crosses him over.
Oof.
Gets blocked by Overway as he stares him down. Calvin pushing the ball up the court. But no, Hannafin steals it. Kalamazoo now pushing the ball. And Calvin steals it. But it's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be Kalamazoo ball.
All right, giving them a break here, a breather. I mean, Sompa got up there, but Overway, timing it perfectly as a big man in the paint. Well, presence is known at all times, even when he doesn't have the ball.
All right, Kalamazoo gets it down to Perez, and that's going to get blocked by Schwartz.
Oof.
And he's going to not be able to save it from going out of bounds, and it'll stay with Kalamazoo.
Yeah, it looks like Schwartz and Wrestler can't hold on to it. Kalamazoo's getting bailed out a little bit here. Okay, I've seen call come in for Perez here.
It's an earlier start for call than usual.
Yeah, definitely. But maybe trying to get someone to shoot the ball.
Nelson Sompa gets it to Bandamir. Koki sets a nice screen for Hannafan. Off the high glass, no good. Koki tries to put it back.
Oh.
Gets his own rebound, and he's going to get fouled.
All right, so Koki, like the aggressiveness, staying with it, getting to the line here. Kalamazoo's had possession for majority of this start, and now finally able to have a chance to get on the scoreboard. And that first one's going to be no good.
Those free throws, say it every time.
Yes.
So very important.
Oof.
I think you jinxed him, Quentin.
I think I did.
Calvin pushing it up the court. They are decent shooters, so Kalamazoo has to play up on them. And that's going to be Jordan Scott for 3, and he drains it.
Yeah, I mean, hand in the face, but not close enough. Got to push the pace here for Kalamazoo. Got to respond.
Hannafin running point, and that's going to be a jelly, but no good.
Oof.
Vandermeer almost gets the steal.
Yeah, and I mean, the presence of Overway. Hannafin, I think, just got a little worried there.
Yeah, he was flying through the air like we see him do. And Calvin trying to run an offense, trying to get a mismatch, and that's going to be Wrestler who took the 3. He's no good. Ooh, little trouble with the pass there for Kalamazoo.
Oh.
And Kookie's just going to pass it out of bounds. A little bit of a mix-up between him and Hannafin.
Yeah, and if I was Coach Gearhart right now, honestly, maybe taking a timeout and talking to the team about running the plays. I know it's an early timeout, but right now they just seem really discombobulated.
Kalamazoo running their lazy half-court press. That's what I like to call it. Schwartz taking Perez in. Step through, and that's going to be a nice little hook shot over Perez for Schwartz.
That's a tough bucket. Really, really coordinated in the paint for Schwartz.
Perez gets stopped by Schwartz, and that's going to be Wrestler. He tips it out on Vandermeer, and it's going to be Calvin Ball.
Vandermeer already a little heated about that. Trying to communicate with his team.
Calvin swinging it around, and that's going to be a foul on the floor on Vandermeer.
Yeah, Vandermeer just a little shove. Could have been a little anger coming out there. So Rucker now going to come in, kind of the sixth man of this team.
Yeah, Rucker not the biggest guy out there, but he can put some shots up. That was a little pump fake from him. Overway kicks it out to Wrestler. No good from 3. He had to shoot because of the shot clock. And Kalamazoo is going to have possession.
Ooh.
Koki gets a little tripped up there on the screen. He's able to get the ball, though. Kicks it out to Perez. Koki gets, that's a,
Oh. I don't know what was called there. I think Perez may have. Yeah. Perez also might have gotten a little shove. I thought it was a legal screen at first, and I was like, yeah. But, okay, now we're going to be taking a little break, which I think Kalamazoo really needs it right now. Just kind of falling apart offensively. Not necessarily defensively, but on offense, man, they're having a hard time even getting a shot up.
Yeah, it seems like they're kind of in their own heads right now and getting frustrated at all the little things and not their shots getting in the basket. And sometimes that frustration can get the best of you.
I definitely agree. So Kalamazoo, donuts on the board for them. And defensively, they're doing their best. I can tell the strategy tonight might be to double team Overway with Kuki and I believe either Perez or whoever the forward is siding with Kuki out there. So focusing on him is going to allow Calvin's shooters to shine today if they do a good job of stopping Overway. And so, I mean, that type of system really works in college so well. I mean, dishing it to the big in the paint, causing the double, passes it right back out, and that's where the three-point game has really just changed the whole sport, essentially. And I think we're going to see a little bit of that today from the Knights.
And that's going to be a little bit more of a tighter press from Kalamazoo, but Calvin breaks it pretty easy. Wrestler getting pressed by Sompa up top. Kicks it out to Schwartz. Kalamazoo is now running his zone. And that's going to be good defense for Kuki. Knocks out of bounds as Calvin tries to get it down to Overway.
Yeah, very nice. That's a little win on defense.
Calvin has 9 seconds on the shot clock. Gets it up top to Winkle. Winkle for 3, no good. Good rebound by Kalamazoo.
Oh.
Sompa found call on the breakaway, but a whistle was blown.
Well, that's a shame. Kalamazoo is going to retain possession, but I think a delay of game maybe possibly with the shot clock or something. I mean, I have a feeling that's what it is.
Yeah.
So,
Or a violation maybe.
yeah, that's tough for Kalamazoo there. An opportunity on that fast break.
Well, Kalamazoo still has a full shot clock. Able to reset the offense. Nice cut by Perez. Koki up top. Thought about shooting it. Overway had a good closeout. Good pass to call. And reverse layup will not drop.
It's a good offensive set, though. Those will start to fall.
Calvin just swinging, working their offense. And there it is to Overway. And he's going to easily score right over Jackson Kiefer.
Yeah, and that touch is just beautiful. He's got the hands of someone who doesn't play D3 basketball, you know what I'm saying? It's just really nice.
It's a nice pump fake from Perez. Drives baseline, takes it back out. And that's Kuki for 3, no good. And Sompa gets the offensive Actually, Schwartz is going to knock that out of bounds, and it's going to stay with Kalamazoo.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to have a sub for Scott. I think he got hit in the stomach, wind knocked out of him, or hit his knee possibly. So, Kalamazoo, couple good possessions, really need something here.
Perez bullies his way in the paint. That's no good. Shot's just not falling for Kalamazoo. That's Rucker from 3. No. Rebounded by Schwartz, and they're going to call a rebounding foul on Bandemir, and he is not happy about that.
I mean, that's a tough call. You stand straight up, and I don't know. I don't necessarily know what to think about that one.
Yeah, that's already 3 fouls on Bandemir, I believe.
Yeah, I think you're right. And that is not good for Kalamazoo.
Yep, they're going to sub him out.
He is a shooter, and they're going to miss him, that's for sure.
Yep. And that's a 3 for Calvin. Number 1, Trevin Winkle.
That's an easy bucket off the inbound.
Jackson Kiefer for 3. No. Kuki goes up for the rebound and gets fouled by Winkle.
Kiefer really just had the green light there, going for it. I mean, we know he's the shooter. His younger brother now is going to come in, which is a huge family, the Kiefer family. All of them are hoopers, so we got some brotherly love out there.
That's Hannafin. Nice jump shot. That's good. First points for Kalamazoo. Lucas Hannafin. Sompa almost steals that ball. Calvin able to adjust. And Sompa all up in Jaden Kiefer's grill. And Jaden Kiefer pump fake, jump shot. That's good. Wow.
Wow. I mean, Jaden Kiefer has played in 8 games this year, hasn't started at all. Oof.
That was a nice crossover from Lucas Hannafin. Couldn't get the 3 to go in, but I like that shot. Hannafin really looking to score on this possession. He's forced to kick it out to Perez. Perez using his bigger body against Kiefer, and Kiefer's going to foul Perez.
Yeah, and I think number 0, McElway, got called there. He's going to be He's going to stay in, though, and obviously he's an aggressive player, plays quite a bit. Also is a part of this rotation for Calvin Knights.
Yep, and that's Gavin Van Kampen in now, along with Ben Van Sumeren. Sompa driving baseline, gets it to Kiefer. Kiefer from the corner, no good. Just a bit long. Calvin with the rebound. They're pushing. Oh, Colwayne, no good.
Yeah, McElwain with a really nice drive, but no shot.
Lucas Hannafin, nice handles. Kind of a forced layup, though. Really desperate to put points on the board for Kalamazoo, and that's going to be McElwain kind of pulling the chair on Jackson Kiefer, but they're going to call a blocking foul on him.
Yeah, that's a little upsetting for Calvin. I understand the frustration from Coach Saul. A couple of those calls so far in this game, but either way, Calvin comfortably on top, leading 14-2 here. And if we take a look at some of the statistics, it's just overweight right now, and Kalamazoo really just not able to make anything. They've had so many opportunities, but 1 for 16 to start this game. It's a really cold stretch. We saw Hannafin have a really nice touch on that little kind of halfway floater, fadeaway shot. But right now, quiet. And Jacob, I mean, what are you seeing out there that I'm not? I mean, it's not a lot to say besides for misses from Kalamazoo.
Yeah, I think I mentioned frustration earlier in the game, correlating with those fouls, but I think it's also correlating with some of these misses because they're just trying to force some shots up.
Right.
And not very good shots necessarily, which is why they're not going in. I mean, some of these, they'll go in eventually. I mean, if you keep shooting them. But a little bit of luck, a little bit of in their own heads.
Yeah, definitely. And I think if we're looking at Calvin College, I mean, the best defensive team in the MIAA, and it's not even close, dominating every single team they've played on defense with the lowest shooting percentage, opponent shooting percentage we've seen from a team.
And that's Hannafin for 3. No good. Calvin with the rebound.
And I mean, that play is designed for him, so can't complain about that.
Colwayne kicks it out to Wrestler. Wrestler had a wide open 3, decided not to take it. Kicks it into Schwartz. A little bit of in and out basketball even without Overway. And that's going to be a nice bucket for Wrestler. A lot of bodies to get over, and he did.
Not afraid at all. Over top of the 6'8" Gavin Van Kampen.
That's Jackson Kiefer for 3. That's good. Right in his brother's face.
And we knew they were going to fall, and it did right over his brother, which is quite the moment between those two.
Jaden Kiefer passes it right over his brother. Gets it to Ewing. Ewing kicks it out to Wrestler. No good from 3. Bobbled around by Kalamazoo and eventually gets the rebound. Gavin Van Kampen trying to do some work down low. Trying to take advantage of no Overway down there and just can't get the bucket to go in.
Calvin right now kind of slow offensively, even with the lead.
I do like how Calvin utilizes their ball movement just to try to get some open shots. There's barely any dribbling going on. And that's a nice spin move by Wrestler. Goes off the back of the rim. I like it, though. Sompa drives baseline, kicks out to Hannafin, swings it to Kiefer, drives. Tough lay for Jackson Kiefer.
Oh, and Coach Saul is going to take a timeout. Okay.
You don't usually see Jackson Kiefer move like that, but he just did.
No, you really don't. You love to see it, though. Gosh, that's a really, really nice lay. Good fake. They know he's a shooter, so great to see him inside. And kind of got a little crafty with that layup, I will say. And so now the lead's only 9 points for the Knights, which have the favor in this one.
Now, I will say we have seen this Kalamazoo men's team be down by a lot of points and come back.
This is very true, yes. And a lot of those home games, it's interesting. When they're away, they've struggled quite a bit. But at home is where they've gotten all their wins and they've felt the most comfortable. And I think that home court advantage for Kalamazoo does make a difference. Even if the season hasn't been nearly as successful as they've wanted it to be, I think the home court advantage does mean something to these players.
Yeah, we got girlfriends in the stands, friends in the stands.
It's true.
Our beautiful cheerleaders in the stand or on the sidelines. All right, Calvin's got to have possession of the ball. Overway back in for Calvin. Almost turns it over, but they're going to call a foul.
And I think Van Sumeren got it there.
Yeah, Van Sumeren. I don't know about that one.
Yeah.
Seems like he just kind of jumped towards the ball and might have collided.
Yeah, just a little too much body.
And that's going to be wide open for Trevin Winkle. No good, though.
Man, he's had that shot 3 to 4 times now. One of those will fall, and Kalamazoo will pay for it.
All right. It's going to be a matchup now between Gavin Van Kampen and Jalen Overway. And that's Perez from 3. No good. Sompa able to get the rebound. Stylish pass to Van Sumeren, and he gets fouled.
And that's why they always have Sompa and Hannafin in. I mean, Hannafin can score at will. Sompa can really dial in and change this offense. Way to find Van Sumeren and save the ball. Nice. A little close there.
Yeah, magic touch on that ball.
And Van Sumeren, a freshman, trying to become a little bit like Kiefer and take that role of being able to have that quick release and shoot it, but he's still developing right now. And we know he'll find his stride soon enough. Dropped both of those, though, which is good to see.
Kalamazoo only down 7 now. Calvin. Such a good motion offense. Wrestler gets it down to Overway. Overway quickly double teamed, kicks it out.
Oh, man.
And that's going to be an open 3 for Ewing, and he's going to splash it.
Jacob, that is just beautiful offense. I mean, gosh, a coach could salivate over that. It's just incredibly done. An amazing ball movement.
Perfect in and out basketball. Able to swing it as fast as possible. Not letting Kalamazoo to get back to their place on defense. Calvin wanted the foul there, or push off. But that was just a missed 3 for Kalamazoo. And Ewing's got to take another one. And that's good. 2 in a row for Brady Ewing.
Wow, for Brady Ewing, I mean, one of those bench players. He doesn't shoot all that much, but when he does, it's pretty accurate.
Perez takes a 3-pointer. No good. Hannafin and Perez kind of collide, trying to get the rebound. And they're going to call a foul on Sompa there, even though I feel like he just pulled the chair.
I don't know. I think Sompa might have fouled him on purpose to stop the fast break.
Yeah.
We don't always have the greatest angle, and I'm really curious what the over kind of plus minus is for Overway, because I'm thinking about this type of style Calvin has, and whenever Overway is in, Kalamazoo struggles significantly more. It's just that focus just all goes to him, and it leaves shooters like Ewing wide open.
And as you see there, Overway is going to turn the ball over. A little bit of miscommunication between Wrestler.
Yeah, a little bit of a slow start for Overway. And we're going to have a media timeout to allows us to discuss the game a little bit, but we always have in mind, maybe a sponsor or something. Gosh.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I don't know about you, Jacob, but there's this new local place.
Okay.
That my girlfriend works at, Ruby Berg. She works at this place called the Zoo Scoop.
The Zoo Scoop?
The Zoo.
Oh, the Zoo Scoop.
Yes, Zoo Scoop, and
okay.
It's a fantastic ice cream shop that just opened up right around the corner. young people run it. I mean, I have an in. Maybe I could, drop our names.
Yeah.
And we could
See what you could do about that.
Yeah, get some discounted ice cream.
Now, a little bit more of a nationwide store that I went to yesterday for the first time.
I see.
Jersey Mike's.
Oh, really? First time, huh?
First time getting Jersey Mike's. That was
You get a Mike's Way?
I actually got a toasted Chipotle.
You didn't get a Mike's Way?
No.
Oh.
Everybody told me to, but I was just feeling a warm sandwich.
Okay. It is chilly out. I don't blame you. Yeah.
Yep. I was a little cold,
Yep.
Needed that extra protein with the chicken from Chipotle.
I see. Well, I recommend next time do it Mike's Way.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, back to basketball here.
All right, Nelson Sompa, Connor Kuki, and Carter Vandermeer. Getting it started for Kalamazoo. Kalamazoo doing a lot more dribbling than Calvin does. Trying to drive and kick out. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Ooh. Good look trying to hit Jackson Kiefer, but they're just going to turn the ball over.
Yeah, again, a good look, as you said. You want those types of shots anywhere within 5 feet of the hoop, but down right now 22-9, Kalamazoo still looking for a spark. And Calvin doing what they do best, swinging that rock.
Kalamazoo in their 2-3 zone. Making sure Overway has as much of a challenge as possible to score. Calvin, though, able to get it into him. Overway being triple teamed right now, and he still gets that little hook over top of Kalamazoo.
Oh, man, every time he gets the ball in the paint, it's either a dish outside for a three or that beautiful little hook. Credit to Koki, though. He's doing as good of a job as he can.
Yep. Ooh. Nelson Sompa kicks it out to Kuki for three. Connor Koki.
Way to respond, way to respond. You like to see it. Overway's going to give him room today.
Yeah, I think I just saw Koki say, three's more than two, buddy, to Overway. And that's going to be an air ball from Schwartz. Perez using his body down low, and Koki for another three off the front of the rim, though.
Oof.
Ooh. That was Ruckert, tries to save it, steps out of bounds, and he hits the bleachers hard.
Yeah, as a player, you do not have a lot of room to dive for balls here. There's been a couple close incidents where injuries may have happened.
Kind of dangerous, actually.
It really is. You don't think about it too much, but you look at it there. Not great.
And Perez kicks out to Sompa. Sompa, 8 seconds left on the shot clock. He takes a layup for his own. Almost goes in. I kind of like that take from him.
I do too. I do too.
Calvin gets it down to Overway. Overway kind of loses it a little bit, and that's going to be a jump ball. Koki getting in there.
All right. I mean, Koki doing all the work he has to do. Got to be pretty pumped up.
Yeah, and that Kalamazoo bench was pretty hype after that.
I mean, I don't blame him. That's a good feat on defense for Koki. They got to use that type of momentum here.
Yep, Kalamazoo down 12. Vandermeer for three. No good. And they're going to call an offensive foul.
Yeah. Perez, just too much body again. I mean, referees today trying to keep him in. Not make it be too physical of a game. Don't want anyone to get hurt this early in conference play.
All right. Calvin, very patient on offense, except Overway tries to dish it to Winkle there, and Winkle just can't grab it. Turns the ball over. Kalamazoo loves to see it.
Yeah, gosh, I'll tell you, Kalamazoo down by 12 right now, but they are given a lot of chances on defense to convert. wins on offense. So really need some buckets here.
That's a good pass from Hamilton to Koki, and that's an easy bucket for him over Overway.
What is happening? I mean, Koki really just showing some sort of new confidence, and now turnover for the Knights.
Man, this is what Kalamazoo has wanted to see this entire season. Just their big man Koki being so dominant down low and utilizing his ability to actually shoot the three-pointer. And they're doing it at the right time against Calvin and their big center Overway. And that's Caleb Cole from 3. And that's good! Caleb Cole, his first 3 of the game.
Cole is pumped up. Kalamazoo is pumped up. This game is getting a little bit closer.
And that's Jaden Kiefer from 3, no good. Hannafin pushing it down the court, gets it to Call. Koki gets it to Bandemir. Bandemir, nice pass to Koki. Turnaround jumper, no good.
A little bit of a heat check, I think, there.
That would have been sweet. And that is number 15, Quincy Winkle. Oh, wait, excuse me. That is Luca Wrestler from 3.
Oh, man, I mean, that's I was just waiting for that to happen.
Yeah. Good response from Calvin right there after a few baskets from Kalamazoo. And they're going to call.
Okay. McElwain gets called for the foul. So now another break. We're getting a couple of these media breaks right now. I don't mind it. Let's give it. It's nice.
Let's talk about basketball this time.
Yeah, let's talk about some ball. Yeah. I mean, what do you think, Jacob?
Kalamazoo utilizing Connor Kuki so much better after that last break. What they've been trying to do all season, like I said earlier, and if they can do that, they can get themselves back in this game because when he's playing good, they look a lot like this Calvin team.
Right. And I think Koki, you know, he's been a little quiet this season, not necessarily the loudest player. He started every single game, the only player who has started every single game for this Kalamazoo College team. But scoring-wise, he's been quiet. And I think today it might be his day to shine a little bit more, show he's able to kind of compete with such a competitive Calvin Knight squad.
Now, I will say what Kalamazoo needs to do better is definitely get it out to their real shooters like Bandemir and Kiefer more.
Right, definitely.
Perez, I'd like to see him take it to the rack a little bit better because last game he was doing that a lot more and he was able to use his, honestly, he is strong muscles.
He's a strong guy.
He can get to the hoop and get a lot of and ones.
Definitely. We've seen him make some of those three-pointers, but to not fall and take it inside, you know what I'm saying? And credit, though, to Winkle. Some of these contests, he commits. He really does commit on those jumps. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah.
But not giving Kalamazoo any space.
And here we go. Kalamazoo inbounds the ball to Kevin Van Kampen. Kevin Van Kampen down low. That's going to be a turnaround, and he's going to get fouled.
A little too much body, you see.
Yeah.
Referee Aaron Weber kind of give him a little smirk after that, after complaint from Ewing there, but too much body.
Nice stroke by Gavin Van Kampen right there.
Yeah, he's got a nice-looking shot. I mean, he may be the tallest on the team, but he's got a good-looking shot.
Able to drop both. Kalamazoo running that heavy half-court press now. Dropping back into the 2-3 zone. Calvin able to break it, trying to take advantage, but Kalamazoo able to get back. Jumper, though, by Trevin Winkle. No good. Kalamazoo trying to push it.
Vandermeer called for the screen. Not going to get it, though.
Oh. And that's going to be Wrestler poking that ball out from Gavin Van Kampen. Calvin pushing it up. And that's going to be an and one for Trevin Winkle. And that's going to be, I think, 4 fouls for Vandermeer.
Yikes. I mean,
third foul.
Third foul, not 4? Oh, boy.
Either way, that's...
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough.
Yeah.
And I think Bannemer kind of was trying to take the charge, but you got to commit to that if you're really going to try to take it.
It's so hard to take charges these days because all these offensive players know if they drop the shoulder, it's a fear factor almost,
right.
and you have to almost leave your feet when you're on defense.
Yeah, exactly. And in the age of flopping, calls really have dwindled, I think you could say.
Mm-hmm. And that's Hannafin for 3. Quick jump shot, air ball. Calvin Ball.
Yeah, he missed that one. And, I mean, Hannafin is a good shooter, so he's going to keep shooting it. But just might have been a little off balance there.
I wish we had something to rewind.
I know, a little replay system.
I would have showed you how he didn't square up to the hoop and his feet were together on that shot.
Definitely. Just kind of the classic.
And Calvin gets it out to Wrestler for 3, and that's good.
Gosh, Wrestler. He just doesn't miss.
Luka Wrestler kind of on fire this half.
I mean, he shoots 47% from 3. One of the better shooters in all of D3 basketball.
And that's Jackson Kiefer. Ooh, fadeaway, no good. Sompa falls. Trying to take a charge there. Calvin unfazed. Overway swings it. Wrestler pump fake, drives baseline, kicks it out. Pump fake, gets it down to Overway. Turnaround. Overway for 2. Over Koki.
Again, that is just perfect basketball, running your offense. Maybe 10 dribbles total on offense for the Knights there.
Yep. And in high school, that's what coaches preached. Less dribbles, more passing. And that's Koki for 3. No good. He's kind of lost his hot streak now. I like to see him keep shooting, though. Good offensive board by Jackson Kiefer.
Yeah, way to fight for it.
Sompa behind the back crossover. Koki for 3. Off the front of the rim. Another offensive board by Caleb Call.
Yeah, and Coach Saul is pissed about that.
And that's going to reset the shot clock as well. Clock under a minute now. Pump fake, and that's going to be a travel. Left his feet.
Yeah, and Overway visibly a little exhausted. Koki, though, not having any of those shots fall. It's tough to see.
I mean, he's got to keep. I like that he keeps shooting, though. You got to keep shooting to get hot. And
true. That is true. And with a streaky player like Koki, we keep seeing that.
And it looks like Calvin trying to run the shot clock down, trying to give Kalamazoo as less seconds as they can to shoot the ball. And that's going to be Schwartz getting fouled. Late foul on Perez.
I mean, they're calling him on both sides.
Yep.
And I think that's tough. That's a tough call.
I will say, Corey DeGroot, he officiated my games
back in the day.
in the day, and he does
got
not
some
like
experience,
to see. He does not like to see players on the floor. He just likes a clean basketball
game.
I respect him for it, but then again, these kids know what they're getting into.
True.
You should let them get a little physical out there.
Right, and it just depends on type of player, what type of person you are watching basketball, and each referee squad kind of goes in with a different mindset to every game.
Yep.
So we do have a review system now in the MIAA play, which I discovered. So that first one's not going to drop for Schwartz. And now Guillard's going to take a timeout with 30 seconds left. 1 second between the game clock and shot clock. So probably going to draw up a little offense here for Kalamazoo.
Yep. Trying to carve into that 16-point deficit once they get the ball back.
Yeah, and it's been very back and forth. Or excuse me, it's not been back and forth at all. Calvin's just been very consistent. Haven't had any trouble defensively stopping Kalamazoo. And on offense, boy, if you're a coach and you're watching, you've got to take notes on how Saul is running this. These players are just running it to perfection for the Knights. It's something we don't see very often in all levels of basketball, where the offensive play calling is just perfect.
Yeah, I will say if I ever end up coaching any team, I will take Calvin's playbook.
Yeah. No, it is great, and especially with as talented as a big they have, those types of play calls work really, really well.
Lucas Hannafin at point guard, running them the clock, trying to get the last shot for Kalamazoo.
Taking his time here. And as it hits 10, here they go.
And that's going to be wide open. Jackson Kiefer for three. Front rim, 2 seconds left. One. No good.
All right. Open shots again, and Kalamazoo here at halftime having probably one of their worst shooting days they've had in a while. And half of me thinks great defense from Calvin, which there has been some really fantastic defense, but the other half, just a lot of missed opportunities and a lot of missed shots that should have gone in on the three-point line especially.
Yeah, 21 shots from the three. A lot of those were wide open, too. I mean, you got to be making at least maybe 20% more of those, especially in college.
Definitely.
Just an unlucky day or unprepared maybe for Kalamazoo.
You know, it's a Wednesday, long day at school, I bet. But short trip for Calvin, only an hour away in Grand Rapids, but just been really tough offensively for Kalamazoo, and it's been they've been swimming on offense. I mean, Calvin just able to get through everything. They shoot 50% on the season from all over the court, which is an incredible number. Make half the shots you take. You can't complain about that. And today, shooting 53%, or 53%. Oh boy, again, can't complain about that. I will say Kalamazoo is leading in rebounds, offensive rebounds especially, more offensive rebounds than defensive rebounds, which is a good number. This is what happened last game against Albion, but just not making shots. Anything else you'd like to say, Jacob?
I don't know, Quentin. I think it's going to be hard for this Kalamazoo team to get physical like they did last game, but I think it comes down to them having to be more physical against Jalen Overway, and I don't know. I think that Calvin's making too many threes for them to stay in this zone that they're playing, and they got to go man-to-man and got to rely on their bigs to be able to guard them, which is going to be
it's a hard thing to do.
Yes,
especially against such a great player with Overway, but we haven't seen this Kalamazoo College team really get out of that type of zone they've been running, so we'll see what happens in the second half. We'll be back with you in about 10 minutes or so. Alrighty, we are back, and we've got a special guest here on the broadcast, a former player on the Kalamazoo Hornets team, Bradley. Bradley, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, Quentin. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, of course, and I mean, as a former member, you've played against this Calvin team. What are you seeing out there as a former player?
Well, for Calvin, they're a solid group. They're fundamental. They play tough defense. They don't gamble very much. That's why you haven't seen a ton of turnovers forced by them here and there, but they're really just solid on defense, force tough shots, most possessions. And for Kalamazoo, honestly, so far not bad. They tend to be a better home team this year, which is good for them. But just due to their undersized, the best way to beat a team like Calvin is to get transition baskets and the three-point shot going. So if they can create open opportunities, knock down the three-point shot, get a few transition baskets, draw fouls, create contact, and play for each other, they really might have a chance in this game. I mean, 17 points is a deficit that can be erased and quicker than most would think.
Yeah, no, definitely. And we're looking at the stats right here. We have it right in front of us, and it's 14% from three right now. They've had a lot of open shots. I totally agree with you.
Right.
And really just none of them able to fall today. But I really like that analysis, Bradley. I mean,
yeah,
you got to think about getting on one of these games more often. I think you'd be a natural at it.
Man, I would love to call a game. We just got to figure out the process of getting on.
Yeah, no.
That's all.
Definitely. And, I mean, how's school year going for you? We've got a lot of fans of Kalamazoo curious about how school goes for everyone, I assume.
Yeah, no, Kalamazoo, for those who don't know, it's a pretty tough academic school for most. Depending on your major, obviously, that can be altered, but I'm a quantitative economics major myself. I've got 2 economic classes and 1 business class, and
okay.
The workload has been fairly challenging this trimester, but it's just really great to be on campus, see all of my friends, and connect back with everybody, get to watch the team, and cheer them on each game.
Oh, definitely. And I'll be seeing a lot more of you, especially on the basketball court. We're on an intramural team together, the Gladiators.
Yeah, Gladiators, every Sunday night.
That's right. And, you know, I hate to say Bradley is one of our best players, but you really can't ignore him out there.
No, man, it's really a team effort. I just enjoy being out there playing with you guys.
That's good.
Just playing together, that's what brings me the most joy.
Yeah, you know, I got a couple assists. I found you a couple times in the paint. Yeah.
We had a few pick and rolls there that worked out pretty good.
No, definitely, 100%. So we'll find our stride. We took a loss the first game, so this next one we'll find our way. We'll find our way, definitely.
I gotta believe it.
Definitely, indeed. You want to start the second half, or Jacob? Do you want to hop back on, or yeah? All right.
Either or, yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us, Bradley. We'll probably be seeing a little bit more of you here and there, but again, thank you.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me on, and go Hornets.
Yeah. All right, we got Jacob back on. Wow, Bradley is really, I mean, I know he was on the team and he knows his stuff, but he could have a future in commentating and broadcast, I'll tell you.
Yeah, Quentin, I agree. And Calvin's going to start off with the ball here. And that's some quick in and out basketball, and that's going to be Ewing for 3, no good. Offensive rebound, though, and they get it down to Overway, and, of course, he scores.
Yep. Starting out pretty fast here for the Knights. Overway probably going to find a rhythm.
Vandermeer in with 3 fouls, and he turns it over. Calvin on a fast break. Swings it over to Schwartz. No good from 3. Kalamazoo trying to get something going here, trying to get back into the game. And that's going to be a jumper from Nelson Sompa, and he's going to get fouled.
Well, that was close. We don't have necessarily the best angle. Might have got a little hand, so Sompa going to the line. And we talk about him all the time, about how amazing ball handler, passer, playmaker for this team. He's got a nice jump shot as well. Usually a little bit quieter in the points scored section, but he can score when he needs to, and to get him started with a couple buckets made could be pivotal for this Hornets team.
Yeah, we were also looking at his stats before the game, and we noticed he has over 50 assists on the season already. That is elite level point guard right there. And Overly using his body to get inside, and he's going to get fouled.
Yeah, and so Sompa got a softer call. Now Overway is going to get a softer call. And at the line, Overway not the greatest free throw shooter, shooting around 60% this season. And he gets there often, though. And I don't know if you heard Bradley, but he was telling me, I really like the way he uses this word, how patient Calvin is on offense. It was a really nice analysis, and I think you got to keep that in mind as viewers and as broadcasters, of course, how patient this team is. And it's a good word, I think, to use as Overway makes those both.
Yeah, on that, my coach used to tell me, passing is patience.
It is.
And that's exactly what Calvin's doing. And that's Jackson Kiefer for three. Front rim. Offensive rebound by Lucas Hannafin.
That was a deep three from Kiefer. All these shots coming off short.
Yep. Gavin Van Kampen trying to work on an Overway here. Good defense, though. Hannafin drives baseline, kicks it to Kiefer, swings it up to Sompa. Nice jab. Good pass to Van Kampen, gets blocked by Overway.
That's a nice block.
Yeah.
Oh, but a good steal from the Hornets.
It's stolen back by Sompa, resetting on offense. Kicks it to Bandamir. Bandamir thought of shooting.
Ooh.
Good pass to Bandamir in reverse lay.
Jacob.
Holy.
Talk about Sompa's pass. Talk about Bandamir's layup. Dynamic duo right there. That was beautiful.
It's dished down to Schwartz. Schwartz gets it back outside. Thought about taking it, kicked it to the corner. Overlay. Kicks it back out to Schwartz. And that's going to be Ewing for three. No good. Kalamazoo pushing. Sompa looking up court. No one there. Van Kampen picks up his dribble. Bandamir, good pass to Van Kampen. He gets blocked again.
Man, that's tough. That's really great defense again from Overway. You think he gets beat. It does not at all.
Winkle gets down to Overway. In and out basketball. And they're going to call a foul on Van Kampen.
Oof, Van Kampen right now getting a little beat up down low. And this is so hard to guard. I can't blame him.
I do like, however, that they are being a little bit more physical down low.
Definitely.
They might call fouls, but I think that's what's necessary for this Hornets team to stay in this game and not allow Overlay to score.
100%.
Sompa
communicating with Giard. Oh boy, Koki's going to be called for a foul down low on Overway. And fouls are starting to rack up a little early for the Hornets. 3 minutes in, 3 fouls as a team.
Calvin almost loses it there, but Overlay able to get it down to Schwartz for an easy layup.
And after that halftime break, Calvin has come out. They're doing what they do, swinging it down low.
Yep, that's a jumper for Lucas Hannafin. No good. Behind the back for Wrestler. Trying to take it all the way. Kicked it back out, though. Overlay. Spin. Pass. And that's going to be a turnover. But Overlay gets it back as Lucas Hannafin tries to save it from going out of bounds. And don't necessarily know what happened there.
Ball's all over the place.
Foul on Nelson Sompa. And they called it a shooting foul. Interesting.
Well, with not a lot of fight from Kalamazoo Hornets team on the shooting foul, I assume maybe they saw something we didn't. That first one is going to drop, though. What's that? You didn't see the shooting foul at all?
It looked like a dribble, like heavy dribble.
Maybe we just didn't see it.
Well, does not make the second one. Keeps it at a 20-point lead for Calvin. Good screen by Koki, and that's going to be a fade for Vandermeer. 3, no good, but he gets fouled.
Yeah, and that was a pretty obvious foul. Foul on the three-pointer is easier to see than sometimes on the layup, just because it's so open. Got hit in the arm. You know, we saw a pretty sweet bucket from the women's team in the corner late in the game. Vanderstelt, huge upset on Anderson. Gosh, every time I see a 3 get fouled, I get flashback to that moment because,
Yeah.
And 1 3-pointer is incredible. So Vandermeer here misses the first. Then drop the second.
Coach Bill Sull talking in his routine.
Yep, and Bill Saul is kind of not always the most intense coach, but he explodes. And I like the coaching style. It grabs the attention when you need it to. If you're yelling all the time, your team will just be used to it. So.
And Kalamazoo, interestingly, still in the zone and gets the steal. Vandermeer pushing, but Hannafin says we're just going to reset. And he takes it for himself, gets fouled.
Yeah, and really great job to be physical. Hannafin at will there, trying to score the bucket. We haven't seen him do that a lot this game. We've seen him take those jump shots, but hasn't had a lot of openings. Good to see him draw a foul. And so we're in a little media break here. 43-25. Hornets are down, and the deficit just slowly keeps going up with Calvin. That patience we talked about.
Yep. And also, in a game where we thought we were going to be constantly saying Jalen Overway, it has turned more into a Winkle Wrestler game here.
It has.
And I think it's just all threes from them.
Yeah, pretty much. I think Wrestler, he's been to the line once, made 2 threes. Winkle, only 1 3, but every single player is having options all over the place, shooting-wise. And, I mean, it's just one of the most incredible D3 teams out there scoring, and some systems really rely on how amazing of players they have. We know big-time schools in D3 like NYU always get the better players, and Calvin, even with Overway being an incredible player himself, this team is just really well-balanced with how they give each other equal opportunities to score. First one is a miss from Hannafin.
Kalamazoo somewhat struggling all around today with free throws.
At least as of recent, this one does drop. You kind of reverse jinxed it there.
Yep. That was the strategy there, Quentin.
Nice, very nice.
All right, Calvin. Running the same offense they have all game. Overway.
Oh.
Looked like a shot, but it turned out to be a pass, and he got fouled.
Okay. I think he might be called for the foul on the shooting foul. He went straight to the line. And I think for Coach Guillard, seeing Koki be this physical, be as confident as he is in the paint, that's a win in itself.
Yes. And honestly, fouling Overway is not that bad of an idea.
No, not at all. And the hack-a-shack, not something you see anymore, but not a terrible idea. Not a terrible idea. If he makes 1 for 2 every time, that's technically a win. Yep, for the Hornets, but still down by quite a bit here.
Vandermeer, deep 3. That's short. Calvin pushing. Ruckert was open in the corner, but they swing it the other way.
Oof, that's a nice pass.
Schwartz, nice pass down to McCallwain, and a nice turnaround jumper
And
number 0.
McElwain just was wide open. No one was on him. Turnaround, easy shot. So.
And look at that
Ooh.
play.
Okay.
Nelson Sompa cooking up some offense for his big man. And that's Koki with another 3.
Koki having a good night.
Ooh, nice footwork by Overway there.
Ah, man, that's nasty.
Little shimmy shake to the baseline, an easy layup around Koki there.
Whew. It's a nice move. Oh, I mean, yeah. It's just one of those days, I think, for both teams where everything is going to be called either way. And Overway is going to take a break, though. Keep that in mind. Usually when we see Overway sit on the bench is where the Hornets can come back in this one. And the Knights, again, just consistent as ever, always responding and responding to themselves as well.
Ruckert really wants that ball. That's a good pass down to Schwartz, and yep, they're going to call a charge.
I like that call. Way to take the contact there. And the referee, Weber, I didn't even see any hand motion. I just saw him point the other way.
It was that obvious.
Yeah, it was that obvious, which is pretty funny. Like you said, that lowering the shoulder, I think we saw. So,
all right. Kalamazoo trying to take advantage of the absence of Overway. Good pass to Bandamir. That's a nice reverse lay there for Bandamir.
yeah, it's almost exactly what we saw Sompa give the dish earlier in this one. So keep feeding them.
Yep. Winkle kicks it out to McElwain, and that's a bang!
Wide open jump shot. It's going to go in. It's going to go in. So, Calvin, keep taking the lead.
Bandamir. He's wanting to score this game. Hasn't been able to shoot that many threes for himself, but he's been able to get inside.
And the shot clock is ticking down.
5 seconds left, and Van Kampen gets blocked. And it goes off his foot, out of bounds. Calvin, Knights ball.
Yep. Great defense. Calvin now in a rhythm, defensively and offensively.
Kalamazoo not allowing Calvin to get outside of a 20-point lead yet. We'll see if that changes. Kalamazoo does not seem to have adjusted at all. And that's Jaden Kiefer for 3, no good. Caleb Call kicks it to Bandamir, pump fake. Back to Call. And almost a tough lay. Offensive board by Kiefer, though, and a putback.
Way to stay strong. Got to get back, though.
Oh, that's an open man. Luckily for Kalamazoo, that was bobbled, and that's Wrestler for 3, no good. And a foul on Ewing.
Yeah, Ewing didn't like the call. He's talking afterwards. And right now, Kalamazoo kind of let up on the gas here and there defensively. Offensively, still having the same type of struggles, and that's been hard to see. Bradley also talked about how, or excuse me, not Bradley. Talking to a couple of members in the stands, and they were kind of curious why this zone hasn't been switched. And if you think about this team, there's not one specific player who's able to really post up offensively, and so defensively it can be hard to stay solid in the post as well.
That was a nice move right there by Caleb Call, and then he decides to do a turnaround hook shot. That was no good, though, in and out. And it went out of bounds. Calvin ball.
Yeah, Call really wanted that one. And, Kalamazoo still sticking in it. I mean, it's not letting it go too much, but time is ticking. We're at the 11:48 mark. And Time's running down for the Hornets.
Yeah, Quinn. I will say, although Kalamazoo hasn't been super successful in wins this season, they have been decent at scoring, and Calvin has held them to only 33 points with almost 30 minutes gone by in this game. And that's just once in a blue moon for Kalamazoo.
That is, you're right, especially at home. And I think one thing we take out of this game, we said it before, Overway being stopped, only 6 points in this one. And, 8 rebounds, that is a pretty good number, I will say. But Kalamazoo still dominating on the rebounds by a little bit, especially offensively. So many second chances, and Coach Guillard has got to be just really hoping with all these second chances, one of these shots has got to drop, and today just has not been the case.
All right, let's see if Kalamazoo starts putting a little bit heavier pressure on Calvin here. Not much. Calvin. Overway's back in, and that's Ruckert for 3. Well, that's a swish. Just
Rucker,
domination on offense.
Parker gives a little celebration afterwards. Adding more to this scoreboard.
Ben Van Sumeren back in for Kalamazoo. Van Kampen taking an Overway, kicks it out to Van Sumeren in the corner. No good. Vandermeer.
Ooh.
Oh, that looked like it went off of Swartz's knee right there, but
Well,
it'll be Calvin ball.
Okay. I like seeing players kind of give the little finger wag, asking for the review. Nothing there, so.
Overway kind of stuck, but he's still able to get that mid-range hook over top of 3 Hornets.
This guy's an alien. It's like, oh, he hasn't gotten the ball very much in the paint because of how much he's been stopped. But boy, turn around and like that, get out over top of all those players. Oh man, as Coach Saul, you've got to be so happy to have him on your team. And as the one senior, this team has a really, really bright, one of the 2 seniors. This team has a really, really bright future. Oh my goodness. Jalen Overway is only a junior, so they've got a really bright future. I'm so sorry.
Kalamazoo. Koki trying to work Overway, but Overway just plays great lockdown defense. Sompa able to kick it out to Koki, and that's a 3 for Koki.
And now brings it into a 20-point game for the Hornets.
Schwartz pump fakes. Ooh. Looks for Ruckert there. Ruckert able to save it from going out of bounds. Nice pass. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Schwartz trying to make something happen. That's a jumper over Sompa. No good. But Overway gets the rebound and puts it in.
A really good defensive possession, but a really great rebound from Overway, and he knows it too. Call can't complain because it's just a big body coming at you. So Kalamazoo down by 22 now. We gives ourselves a media timeout with the very loud music here. I can never believe how loud it can get in here. Really good sound system, I will say.
Yep.
Basketball-wise, Kalamazoo right now, I think defensively, starting to fall apart a little bit.
Yeah, they just haven't had any momentum this game, and it's hard to keep the hustle going, keep the physicality going when you're just so down in the dumps, really.
Right, definitely. And when you're down by this much, you can start to try new things as a coach and as players, of course. But right now, I don't know what the answer is. We thought maybe switching out of the zone. Then we realized not a lot of players who can confidently guard Overway. That double team has been really good against him. It kind of brings to mind, though, a 3 is better than a 2. Or excuse me, a 2 is better than a 3 on defense.
Oh.
In the Hornets' mindset, at least.
Yeah.
And so giving it down low to Overway prevents them from making more threes, maybe? I don't know. It's a tough thing.
We keep trying to figure out ways to stop this offense, but there really isn't.
I remember watching Edey, Zach Edey, on Purdue, and that was one of the situations where, a bad turnover here for the Hornets.
Yep. Miscommunication right after a timeout as well. I'm sure GR does not like to see that. Good defense, though, by Koki.
There you go.
Steals it from Overway. We have not seen Patrick Perez score all that much this game. And Hannafin goes up with it and gets fouled. Be a foul on McElwain.
Yeah, and McElwain going to have another foul here. So Hannafin going to the line. I know, as I was saying, though, Edey, such a huge player that a lot of teams in the Big Ten struggled to guard him. And with such good shooters that they had as well, it was super easy for them to win games because Edey extracts so much. And I think Overway kind of does a similar thing. So you have to choose your poison, pick your poison in a way. And the Hornets right now have been picking their poison, and it's been the threes for the Knights.
Yeah, a lot of coaches like to say let them shoot, but
yeah, not in today's basketball.
Yeah. Everybody's making their threes when they're open, so. Overway, and it's that same move, good footwork, spinning baseline, and that's just a wide open layup for him.
He does it every time. He can do it every time if he has the room to.
Ooh, Koki thinking about shooting that one, but drives it in on Overway, and that's going to be goaltending.
You see his little head shake afterwards. He knew it was, too.
Yeah.
But when you're up by this much, I don't think he's too worried about it.
Yeah. Would have been a made layup if it didn't happen.
Call close to get it there, but got too much. And he's going to go to the line here. Okay, 1-1 for the Knights. And Luka Resler now with 21 points on the night, showing off his ability to score, showing off his ability to pass as well. 4 assists on this one and 3 steals. So really having a good night for him. And Resler, he is one of the 2 seniors on this team. Excuse me, I mix it up here. Overway is a junior, believe it or not.
I would not be surprised if he transfers to a D1 school after this season. He is.
I mean,
he is dominant.
It depends. I think a lot of players, if you're in a winning mindset, you usually want to stay, maybe try to have a good playoff run, a tournament run. So we'll see how they do in the tournament. Granted, they still have success with their MIAA play.
And I like that back screen by Bandamir, allowing Hannafin to kind of drive baseline, and he gets fouled as he tries to take the layup.
Yeah, and Winkle a little upset about that. That's just modern day basketball. I hate to say it, but if player finds contact and they get the shot off, it's gonna be called. And the first one is gonna drop.
I wonder what Michael Jordan thinks about the calls these days. What if he was getting these calls
way back then?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is an interesting question.
He used to be going up there.
Oh my gosh, getting
lacerated by everybody's nails.
Yep.
And that's gonna be rebounded by Overway. Wrestler controlling the Calvin offense now. They're kind of running a baseline offense to break this zone now. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Tries to get to Overway and poked away by Koki.
Really great defense there. Going to take a media timeout with 6 seconds on the shot clock for Calvin. So, yeah, just a lot of mini wins for the Hornets, but again, just not really any answers offensively. I think it's time to talk about maybe like another type of sponsor maybe we could get. You know, what are you thinking this time, Jacob? I shared my scoop. What about you?
Oh, man. I'm trying to think. I've already said two fellas.
Yes, true. We've said two fellas.
We've said Jimmy John's. We've said Dairy Queen, Jersey Mike's, the Kazoo Scoops.
Yes.
Now.
Yeah, the Zoo Scoop. Yeah.
Oh, Zoo Scoop. Okay. Go to Zoo Scoop, everybody.
Yeah, it is.
It's a great place.
It is yummy. I know. I'm trying to think of another thing. I know a lot of teams just generally are sponsored by Gatorade. Or Powerade to get.
Well, we talked about that the first week.
We did. I think that was the first time.
Yep.
Back in the day, vintage, only about a month ago, but.
Yep. I wasn't very trained yet with the broadcasting, for sure. But
here we are,
doing a little bit better now, and.
Yes, indeed.
Still not sponsored.
No, still not sponsored. Who knows if we're even allowed to say what type of sponsors we want. That shot is going to be off, though, for the Knights.
Yep, that was Jaden Kiefer trying to get a quick one, even though he had 6 seconds left. Patrick Perez, I like that shot from him, able to use his body to get inside, and just a missed layup. Missed finger roll. And Calvin just running an offense that just drains so much time off the clock. Not giving as many possessions to Kalamazoo as they would like. 5 seconds on the shot clock. That's a three from the corner for Schwartz. No good. Patrick Perez pushing it up court. Using his body, kicks it back out to Sompa.
Yep, using that 5-man out offense. Utilizing their shooters, or trying to utilize their shooters.
Yep, that's Bandemir driving in, kick out. Swinging to Koki, nice jab, three, no good. Rebounded by Calvin.
Overway kind of fell for the jab there, but no bucket.
Calvin just wasting time. Passing to the open man. Overway, one dribble. Shoulder into the chest. Too easy for him.
Way too easy. He got that room on Koki.
Kalamazoo's only chance of getting back in this game is threes, and that's Koki. No. And they're going to call an offensive foul on that rebound.
Actually, I don't think it was an offense. I think Resler might have gotten called.
Oh, okay.
And Resler now going to need a break. I mean, he's been doing everything out there. If you told me he was the one senior, I'd believe it because he just has some sort of confidence that we don't ever really see. And, yeah.
I was just looking at how many points Overway has now.
Oh, yeah.
He used to have 6, but now he has 23.
What? Overway? What are you saying, man? We looking at the same thing?
Up there on the scoreboard, it says 23 points for Jalen Overway.
Well, that's just not correct.
No.
Overway does not have that many points. Oh, wait.
Technical difficulties here at the booth.
Actually, you're right. Well, I apologize if we've been given the wrong stats. Our online stat sheet page appears to be giving Resler all of Jalen Overway's points, or a lot of them at least. So to give credit where credit is due, Overway having a pretty solid night.
Yeah.
We take it back. We will say the first quarter, though, we can confirm wasn't nearly as good of a start to the game for Overway. We can say that for sure. But now it's obvious.
He's turning it up now.
He is certainly turning it up, so. And Vandemer at the line here, getting the one-on-one opportunity, or excuse me, getting a couple shots here.
Yep, you were correct about that. 1-1. No good on the first. Calvin Ball. Kalamazoo is still not giving full court pressure. Nice rip away by Winkle, and just an easy bucket for him.
Lapse in the defense there, wild.
Hannafin, nice pass to Van Kampen. Van Kampen just bobbles it. Looking like Carson Cooper out there, and Sompa's going to get called a foul.
Carson Cooper. Nice. Yeah, we keep it Michigan State relevant only because Coach Guillard was a player there. If he wasn't, we would try our best, but we are a little biased towards the Spartans. And if you're a Michigan fan, hey, we'll give you credit. You've got a good team as well. But right now, our college teams we're looking at, Calvin Knights and the Kalamazoo Hornets, so we'll keep it on task here.
And that gets the Knights to 68 points. 24-point lead over Kalamazoo. Kalamazoo trying to get some quick points here. See if they can get a run going in these last 5.5 minutes of the game. And that's a nice shot by Gavin Van Kampen, but just rolls in and out.
It's a good move.
And that was Ewing for three. No good. Gavin Van Kampen, pump fake, hands it off to Kiefer. Kiefer misses the layup.
No good, and you see Kalamazoo just really trying to score as much as they can, giving it to all their players. It's easy to take shots when you're down by this much because not a lot of pressure on you.
Ooh, Hannafin almost pokes that ball out from Winkle. Sorry. And that's going to be Ewing getting fouled down low. 4 fouls for
Vandemer, I think.
Vandemer.
Yeah, Vandemer, yeah. And if we're looking at just some stats for MIAA right now, Calvin, whoever they play opponent-wise, those teams have only shot 35%. And the team in second place, Albion, opponents have shot 42%. So a pretty big difference there, while all the rest of the numbers for opponent field goal percentage in the MIAA pretty similar. And of course, just as good as they are on defense, they're just as good on offense for the Knights.
Yep, the Knights now have 70 points with 4.5 to go.
Ooh.
And that's going to be stolen by McCulwain, and easy layup.
You could tell that the team wanted him to dunk. You can tell.
Yeah.
But he was being careful with Van Kampen, Van Kampen sprinting behind him.
No need to ruin the moment. And that's Jackson Kiefer with another missed layup. And they're going to call a blocking foul and one.
Oof.
It's going to be Winkle.
Yeah, call let him know that he was going to go for the charge, but, I mean, no call there, so just more momentum for the Knights, taking this one really, really far out of reach. for the Hornets. And even without Overway in right now, it's evident this team's got depth. This team's got great coaching. Kalamazoo, I think, is just also pretty tired. They've played really hard, and Coach Giard hasn't subbed in nearly as many players as he normally does. The rotation has been smaller, especially with 3 players out, Dougie Blackwell, John Call, and Xander Nash. Those 3 players actually do make a difference out there. Xander Nash, the freshman, playing pretty well this season as a freshman, and of course, Dougie Blackwell, the 3 games he's played really made the difference, so tough to see them not in. Curious if there'd be any difference today with them playing, but again, they'll make a return soon. We don't always get the injury report up here because it's not really like that, you know, in D3 sports, just kind of the way it is, you know. No big drama reports.
All right, Winkle trying. Winkle.
Yeah, Winkle at the line right now, getting a little sweat off the court. We see Michael DeKuyper and Quinton Saul, and 2 sons of former and current staff members at Calvin College. I used to play against Michael DeKuyper way back in the day. And he's pretty good. He was pretty good, I got to say. He deserved a spot on this team, that's for sure. And now he's out there. Quinton Saul also able to play a couple games against him as well. Obviously, I'm not in the same position as they are, so I guess you could call me a fan. But again, great players. This Calvin team has a lot of depth.
And it ends up just being a 2-point play there, and Kalamazoo keeping most of their starters in the game. Koki, pump fake. Keeper, deep 3, no good. Rebounded by Winkle. Winkle now running the point. And Calvin calling a timeout to get their last bench player in.
I see Quincy Winkle, another guy I've played against as well. A lot of familiar faces out there for me, coming from Grand Rapids.
Oh boy. How do they play on? Okay.
Some confusion on the shot clock or the game clock. Oh, I thought that was a travel there, but.
Vandermeer kind of lost his foot, and Caleb Call gets caught jumping on that jumper and is kicked out to number 34, Quinton Saul, coach's kid. No good from 3. Sompa kicks out to Call. Ooh, barely misses Jackson Kiefer, and that's a hard foul on Caleb Call.
Yeah, he took the fall, took the foul, going up for contact.
He'll be shooting 2.
And it's games like these where Calvin is able to sub in these types of players, give them some experience. The youngins, we got a couple freshmen out there. We got a couple older players as well, but oh. Okay, lane violation, so he's going to get another chance at.
Newbies are going to learn their lesson out there.
Well, they have played a lot of basketball.
Yeah.
They have.
Sometimes they just don't call the lane violation in high school. I feel
They don't. And I feel like even in the highest level, like NBA, they really don't call it, like especially in the NBA, which is so strange because they call everything. So.
And Paul does not make the second shot. And that's going to be number
DeKuyper, yeah.
Oh, that is DeKuyper dribbling the ball up. And Luke Riebel for 3, no good. Sompa slowing it down, just trying to run the offense.
Yeah, you see Sompa take a deep breath. been tough.
As we see number 1, Caleb Coates for Kalamazoo out there, along with Trey Bowling.
Oof.
And Sompa's just going to lose it, trying to score for himself there, make something happen.
Yeah, it's just adding insult to injury right now. It's just been a tough night, especially in the second half. And you know, you can't necessarily put your head down after this one with one of the best teams in the country. I think they've done a pretty great job considering how amazing of a team Calvin is.
And that right there was Ben Hegel with a nice turnaround.
Yeah, a little shimmy, turnaround, fade away. Call him Luca. Well, maybe.
It's like a Luca Jalen Overway mix.
Right, maybe.
And that's a nice jumper for Sompa. That's what we wanted to see all game from him.
I was just about to say, those are the type of shots he needs to start taking more. I know Coach Giard has trust in him, so.
And that's a 3 taken by Quincy Winkle. Not related to Trevin Winkle.
Yeah, no relation there.
Ooh, nice step back by Caleb Call. Looking like James Harden. And that Trey Bowling with a nice wraparound.
I love to see Bowling get in because he's just a gym bro, really. I mean, he's so strong. And so now Coach Saul is going to call in even more subs for his team, giving everyone some time. We see Tuna Texan in. We also see Tyler Carlson. Number 10, Bryce O'Mara. You hear our announcer saying it as well, but Andy Spoolman in there as well. Spoolman, excuse me.
Yeah. Tuna Texan all the way from Izmir, Turkey.
Yeah, they know how to ball out there, I can't lie.
Yeah.
They do. We had an old friend.
Old friend Amir. And that was number 33, Andy Spoolman.
Yeah.
Triple.
Really just no hesitation late in this one.
Ooh, Sompa going for the crossover.
I mean, he's being guarded up pretty well, though.
Yeah.
Texan.
Ooh, good pass by Sompa. And that was Caleb Coates, no good. And they're going to call an over the back on Ben Van Sumeren.
Yep, so both teams putting in all their players. Calvin a significant amount more. A big team, and not every player can sit down, actually. I think they had to bring their own seats, which kind of stinks. That wouldn't be very fun.
Huh. That's what they got water boys for.
It's true, but, you know, these kids could be, you know, these guys could be the future. You never know.
Yeah.
I mean,
You're right. And that was Bryce O'Mara making his first free throw.
I remember, you know, always hearing in high school, Michael Jordan didn't make his varsity team. You know what I'm saying?
I do remember that as well.
And if you're sitting that far down, cool shot though from Call. If you're sitting that far down, you still have a chance. You never know. You can always grind in the offseason. But either way, it's going to be all wrapped up here today. Kalamazoo taking the loss 47-81 against the Knights. This one got out of hand pretty quick in the second half. Kalamazoo was having a pretty solid time defensively, a rough time offensively to say the least, and then Calvin just really breaking down Kalamazoo, and that's where they started to run away with this one. Now, finally corrected, Jalen Overway tonight with 25. I believe majority of those were in the second half. He shot 100% today, which is, I mean, he didn't miss a shot.
100%?
He didn't miss a shot. Besides at the line.
Wow.
He missed one shot at the line, didn't miss a shot anywhere else. Resler, I mean, looks like a pro, you know, a senior on this team with 9 points on the day. And for the Hornets, Kuki with a pretty loud 13 points, I would say, but not enough. And I think this is a tough one for the Hornets. They've played against tough teams in the past. Chicago is just an incredible team as well, and so they know good teams like that. But just a tough one today. Any thoughts there, Jacob?
I don't know, Quinn. I think this game was pretty self-explanatory. Calvin was just the better team today, and Kalamazoo wasn't making any shots. They weren't doing awful on defense, but just Calvin's offense was so perfectly executed by every single person on that team, and hardly any turnovers for them as well.
And they were really punished today, on offense especially. Yeah. It's like usually that good defense leads into offense, and statistically shooting 23% today against a 54% Calvin team. Yeah. Whew. That's tricky. That's real tricky. Yep. I think that kind of wraps it up, though, for us. It was a tough game as a Hornets fan, a easy one to watch, easy on the eyes for a Calvin Knights fan. But again, we'd like to thank you all for joining us. Hope you enjoyed your time. We'll be back here soon enough. And thank you all very much for joining us. I'm Quentin Powers.
Jacob Eicholtz.